You know, there's a book called The Happiest Man on Earth, and it's written by a Holocaust survivor.
Yeah.
And I just find that very interesting because everyone's trying to be happy now. You know, wellness is huge, meditation is huge, self-help is the biggest it's ever been because everybody complains of being insecure and unhappy. And he's like famously a very, very happy guy because he went through the Holocaust and lost everything and saw unimaginable horror. So now he's grateful for every day and he's incredibly happy.
Yeah, it's like the Holocaust is like the biggest, it's like a big dose of gratitude.
Yeah.
Like if you could put it in milligrams or whatever, surviving it would just be like, fuck, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my life now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And now that we live in a society where we have so much abundance and so much comfort that feeling something, it's harder to have the struggle or the going without that makes you grateful.
Yeah.
There's not the contrast
Yeah.
in the Western developed society.
Yeah. That contrast therapy, we have to like engineer ourselves. I guess like going through the Holocaust and then like going back to liberal democracy or whatever would be like doing an infrared sauna for like 4 years and then having an ice bath or whatever. Like you'd be like,
Right.
fuck.
Yeah.
You know, it's like such a relief. Like
I
if you've
don't
done a
think that surviving a Holocaust will take off as a wellness movement.
yeah.
Like, I think, maybe there's a way in the future that we can simulate horror, an unimaginable nightmare for people, so they're more grateful.
Without death, like a safe space for
Yeah.
Holocaust.
Like, could you fly to China and work in one of their forced labor camps that irrefutably exist and they're well documented by satellite images and so on?
Yeah.
Do you reckon you could like pay to go over there as like a trip so you become more grateful? It's a wellness trip. You have to go there and sew Nike shoes and,
So
make
that's
Star Wars toys and Disney mugs.
so that's like just that's it because the gratitude diary isn't cutting it anymore. Like
Right.
you writing down, like I had lunch at Grilled with Philip. It was really nice. Like
Yeah.
that's not cutting it anymore because your dopamine receptors are so fried
Yeah.
from like constant entertainment. They're like, fuck, I'm gonna have to go make mugs.
Yeah.
In an internment camp.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna have to fly to China to be in a forced labor camp so I can be more grateful for the rest of my life.
That's what it might take because I don't think the gratitude diaries really work that well.
It's probably more effective in creating happiness than a float tank
Yeah.
what else? Meditation or yoga.
Yeah. I think because you wonder like maybe like doing like one gratitude diary maybe lasts like for a day of gratitude. Maybe you go, oh, that was
Right.
good. I went for a hike with Jonathan and we had a good discussion or whatever. You're
Right.
writing that down. Like maybe
Yeah.
that like lasts for a day, but like an internment camp for 2 years, maybe that
Yeah.
just lasts for like so long.
Yeah, like years and years.
You don't need
Yeah.
to keep topping up.
Right.
Like the Holocaust survivor you're talking about, I doubt he has a gratitude diary.
I don't think he has a gratitude diary.
Like he's like, great poke bowl.
Yeah, no.
Like
He's just like,
he's just
thank fuck I'm alive.
because isn't he just smiling all the time? Don't they call him like the smile man? Like he's Mr. Smile or something? Like he's
I
just
think
he's
there's something
lighting
to
people up.
smiling. I don't smile very
Do you
often
get
at
told
all.
to smile?
I think just people just don't like me much. So
Yeah.
because I don't smile. So
Well, you're
I
just
don't think
sparing with
that
your
I'm
smile.
just saying that they dislike me as opposed to go up to me and go, hey, you should smile every now and then. I just
Right.
go, oh, that guy's got a problem.
Well, you're just reserving your smiles for when they might be needed maybe once a week, or when you're
Yeah.
trying to pretend to be affectionate to a dog or something.
Yeah.
Like it's like you just
Hello.
yeah. Do you know what happens when I smile? People pick up on it, and they say that it's disingenuous, and so I get in more trouble
Right.
smiling. So like I tried to smile and use people's names for a bit. Like I'd be like, "Oh, thanks very much for that, John." And they're like,
Right.
"That's fucking weird. You're using my name, smiling. It seems disingenuous. I don't
Mm.
like it."
I hate when
Like
you
so
read the book Winning Friends and Influencing People and then put it to use and people are like, you're a fraud, you're obviously not really a good person, we can see through it and so on.
yeah, they walk in on you watching a YouTube video on how to make eye contact. Like it's all just
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, yeah,
I've watched charisma videos. They're so useless. It's like, this is why
yeah,
Harrison Ford has so much charisma. See how he
yeah.
stops here and smiles and then he deflects the joke. It's like, I don't have time to be fucking sitting in a social thing, like thinking, like trying to think about like a chess move. Sounds like, hey man, how's it going? What have you been up to?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah,
That's why I don't organically feel any emotion. Like I can't conjure anger organically. I'll have
right.
to phone a friend and be like, yeah, should I be angry? Is it normal for a kayaking instructor to emasculate you? I don't know. Like I'll
Yeah.
ask for feedback from like 4 friends and then get the average of their response.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm the
And then it's
same,
too
man.
late anyway.
I can't do it in the moment, you
That's
know?
why I'm watching the videos trying to study it like a fucking
How
a
much would you
chess
kill to be
player.
able to be like witty in the moment?
Oh,
Just like when someone goes, some like a comedian called me old and fat last night. You're old and fat. And I just would have gone, yeah, well, at least I'm fine. I don't know. See, I can't even think of something witty now. They're not even here. Like
but
they're
I
not.
always say the wrong thing when someone says that. Like I'll just be like, thanks.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, yeah, it's the tragedy of my life, I believe, is just
No, I'm exactly the same. I'm like, thank you. Thank you for
yeah.
belittling me in front of everyone.
There's a scene in Goodfellas where that he Robert De Niro compliments this guy's pen. Do you remember that?
Yeah, what's that? What does he do again?
He goes, "That's a nice pen," and the guy goes, "Yeah, why don't you stick it up your fucking ass?" And then Robert De Niro just like pauses and goes, "Well, it's a good pen." Like completely, fucks it up.
Right, he can't think of anything to say.
Can't think of anything. Then Joe Pesci comes in and goes, "What the fuck do you say to my friend?" Gets the pen and just starts stabbing him in the face. What I'm
Right,
saying is that kind of demonstrates both poles,
right.
polarities of how you can react. I'd just like to be somewhere in the middle, maybe,
Yeah,
of the spectrum,
yeah,
as opposed to like just muttering to myself
yeah,
in the
yeah,
wake of it,
yeah. I agree. I wish I had some wit. But I think
But
to have wit in that sort of circumstance, you need to actually believe in yourself and actually have self-esteem. Because Joe Pesci is like certain that he does not like this person and will stab them in the face. But
yeah,
I don't think much of myself. So when someone goes, "Oh yeah, you're fat and old," I just go, "Thank you," and yes, I agree. Lovely
yeah.
to have had this chat. Thank you. Like
Thanks
you
for
know,
confirming my inner monologue.
huh?
Like it's like thanks for confirming my inner monologue
Yeah, it's
because
like yeah. But if you were witty, you'd be like, "No, I'm not. You fucking hack or whatever."
you piece of garbage, I'll
You
kill
piece.
you.
I can't even think of something. I don't even. Yeah.
Yeah, they have assertiveness training for dogs, but there's no such course for humans.
Yeah. I agree. I wish there was. I'd go to an assertive. I remember going to a confidence workshop.
Yeah, that's
Like, like I wasn't there. I'm not so worried about confidence. Like, just my general demeanor is wrong, but like I'm confident about it. Like I'll walk
yeah,
into a room and just make the room unnerved, but I'm like confident in it. I'm not like weird and in the corner and shit. I'm like, hello. Like everyone's like, fuck, what's it? But this guy who was a magician, of course. Like I remember doing stand up on the bill or whatever, and he'd do confidence classes. It's crazy. The confidence to run a confidence class
that's meta
is
confidence.
that's high. Like he was a good looking, young, like confident man. And
Right.
yeah, I just kind of wondered who the people were in the audience.
Yeah. What kind of eclectic bunch?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to run a course on capitulating, on giving up, like how you capitulate to people.
You'd like to run a course on being pathetic.
They offer you olives and you're allergic to them, but you still eat them because you want them to feel good. Like you want them to feel comfortable. You don't
Yeah.
want to be like, oh, I have a dietary requirement. Like if I was like a vegan or something, I would just eat meat just to please someone. Like I wouldn't,
Right.
like there's no frame of, sense of self there.
No. No.
Like
It's
people who have dietary requirements, I think they're just very cocky to even impose that.
yeah, I think there's a lot of imposing going on these days. I think,
Yeah.
the idea of that virtue of like politeness and good manners. Go, how are you? I'm fine, thanks. But secretly you're suicidal and so on, and you murdered someone last night and you hid their body in the back of your car, and you've got a lot going
Melatonin
on.
melatonin won't cut it to get rid of the haunting.
Yeah, you're having trouble sleeping and so on, and
Do
and
serial
they
killers
go,
take melatonin to sleep?
how you going? And you're like, and in the old days they go, yeah, you know what, I'm fine, I'm good. But now, of course, no one, there's the politeness and manners don't cut respect or gratitude and those kind of virtues. They don't. Who gives a fuck? You just go, yeah, I'm not there. I don't, I'm feeling shit, and I don't want fucking no. Like you're not gonna be polite for someone else and
No.
hold back your true feelings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. You're doing someone a favor by not telling them you're convinced you got multiple sclerosis.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
Yeah,
when you know
yeah,
someone's comfortable with you when they tell you their weird
yeah.
fears.
Yeah, you did tell me how you think you've got multiple sclerosis, by the way.
Well, that's why I started doing rock climbing to prove I didn't have it. Like I was like, well, if I can do that, it's probably just a magnesium deficiency.
That's the
Yeah.
strangest answer they would have ever had on their survey, where they go, "And why did you choose us?" I wanted to I wanted to do rock climbing so I could prove I don't have multiple sclerosis. And they'd have been like, "This guy's an interesting one."
And he wears a novelty shirt, which is interesting.
Do you have a novelty shirt?
I have a couple, yeah.
What do
Of
they say?
one's got every time I think about you, I touch myself because I'm rubbing my temples because you give me a fucking migraine. Like it violates the laws of like word economy.
That's the longest novelty shirt I've ever heard in my life. That's
It goes,
insane.
yeah, it's like every time I think about you, I touch myself because I'm rubbing my temples because you give me a fucking migraine. And it's so long that no one can even read it unless you're like standing in front of them for ages. Like you can't just get like a quick. And I remember I went to get a coffee and the barista was like, I love your shirt. And I was like, are you fucking mental? It's
that's
so
okay.
like I bought it in a train station.
Right. Is there a
Like,
picture?
the picture of the shirt,
Yeah, like is there a picture accompanying the text or is it just text?
just text. So there's no redeeming features.
It's kind of because normally like who farted is a novelty shirt.
Yeah.
It's funny for it to be like who farted. No, seriously, because I don't like it when you fart. It's really uncomfortable for me. Like it's funny to extend it.
It is almost
Extend
funny.
it
Yeah.
like into
It's
a
almost,
paragraph.
yeah, it's almost that's the thing. They don't even know that's why it's funny to keep it going for so long. Like,
Yeah. I think
but
it'd be
yeah.
funny to have a shirt that says, I don't like farts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't find farts funny.
Yeah.
Like just on a shirt? Like it's such a bold thing to put out there. I don't find fun.
Please desist.
So how jaded would you have to be to genuinely wear a shirt going? Because you're sick of it? Because you can't
Yeah.
really escape a fart joke, whether it be someone farting by accident or a movie or someone making a fart joke, one of your mates. You just put a shirt that says, I don't find farts funny.
Yeah. Yeah. I would wear that shirt probably.
I would wear it because I think it's so funny.
I'd probably wear it to a dinner party just as a reminder.
Oh, fuck. If you
No
wore that
one to
on
talk.
stage, you know.
I just don't like when people talk about shitting and stuff near like cuisine or whatever. Like,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? Like, I don't want the waiter at the restaurant to be like, "This might make you fucking evacuate your ass."
What?
Like, I don't think I would wear that shirt. Don't talk about shitting at the table, please. It makes me fucking sick, please. Like, it's just not a funny shirt.
What restaurant?
There's this restaurant down the road. It really makes me sick. It makes me really sick because it's called.
What restaurant have you gone to where a waiter's gone?
I think
This might make you evacuate your anus. That's the great. I've never heard a waiter say anything like that. And how
well, like
often is it happening where you want to get a shirt made?
that's where the logic really breaks down. But I think what happened
Right.
is like there's this place called Big Daddy's Burgers. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So like you can get a burger called the Ass Crusher. And like it'll make you shit. Like the idea.
The
Like
ass crusher.
it's got like a description. It's like, this burger is so awesome, it's gonna sting your rectum. Because like you're like presumably you're gonna fucking like sting your ass. And they don't even have a toilet at the place. Like you can't. There's no key. Like there's not even a key ring attached to a squash racket or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't even evacuate your ass at the premises because there is no key. That's the final betrayal of the place.
Oh God! It doesn't have a toilet. The place doesn't have a toilet. Oh.
It doesn't have a toilet, and it literally like boasts about how it's gonna rip your ass apart. They should ask what your
Why have they got a
postcode.
burger called the Ass Crusher? Oh
I guess you
God!
gotta eat it on your lunch break.
So,
Like, make sure you live next to it.
so is that why you want the novelty shirt that says "Don't talk about shit"?
It's like that guy. I think we saw him at the organic shop with the mask and the sign.
Yeah, he had a sign on his shirt that said, "Don't wear perfume near me.
Because I'm sick.
I'm sick." Yeah.
He should have just got that into a shirt.
Yeah, true.
That should be a new type of novelty shirt where it's not funny. It's just instructions. Like it's like, please treat me good
Yeah.
because I'm sad.
Yeah, true. I would. Hey guys, I put up a big front, but secretly on the inside, I'm really fragile. Please don't hurt my ego. I'm a person too. And
20 milligrams of Lexapro. Please be gentle
yeah,
or whatever, you know,
yeah.
like not equipped to take a gentle ribbing.
Not equipped for a little, a little bit of a tease or a little bit of an in joke where you're the butt of the joke. Cannot handle. Like, you know, they sort of start with the sign where it's like, cannot handle little weird in jokes where you're the butt of the joke. I'm actually more sensitive than you think. In brackets, mental illness.
Yeah. Can't handle a gentle to and fro with a stranger.
Yeah, that's good for the public to know. So so did the waiter at the burger place that has a burger that's called the Ass Crusher? Did he say something?
Anus wings. I think they've got anus wings, like wings that'll taint your taint, like it'll
Burn your
jalapeno.
anus.
Yeah.
Did he say?
Rectum stinging.
Did the waiter say
It's
something
rectum
to you?
stinging. Oh no, I've never been in there. I just like watch it. I look at it. Like I go out and just look at it. It's disgusting.
So you're angry about the fact that's a menu item,
I'm
the ass
angry that
crusher.
I'm angry that people are going there. I'm angry that there's a menu that just boasts of its
Yeah,
filth. It's just
yeah,
disgusting. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
disgusting to bring the toilet into a like the toilet belongs. It should be separated. You know?
It's outrageous they don't have a toilet. I'll give you that. That is
Yeah.
that is particularly outrageous in my book.
Well, there's 3 tiers, isn't there? There's like a toilet where you can just walk in off the street
Right.
and shit out of your ass into an establishment, or
Yeah.
then there's the key that's connected to a chair or whatever, and
Yeah.
got to go to like a place that's 4 blocks away.
Oh man, I had an outrageous one of them recently. It was a deep fryer handle and scoop. It's
Yeah,
outrageous. I'm like, I'm not taking this into the bathroom. Just a giant.
yeah. I'm not gonna deep fry some like
some
ice cream
turds.
in there.
Yeah. What do you want me to scoop out with
That's what I'm
this?
talking about. Don't bring the kitchen into the toilet either. That's the opposite, isn't it? Like
I find I agree
that's the
with you.
Hegelian triad there.
To
Like
say we've got a burger called the ass crusher because it crushes your asshole when it burns through your ass. The spicy wings ass burner, like all that. It's just like it's so American, isn't it?
it's disgusting. I remember Burger Urge would bring sexual shit into it, which pissed me off as well. It'd be like, this
Right?
burger will make you want to fucking cream your pants. You can
Yeah.
a wagyu.
Like yeah. Like
There's
this
like
is
lipstick and shit on the burger, and like, do you know what I
yeah.
mean? What the
It's like
fuck?
yeah. This will give you a fucking meaty erection.
People whacking up.
Better than when you come.
Yeah, it's like the sexy chicken, like
Yeah,
just.
they equate chicken to sex a lot, eh?
And then there's lipstick
Sexy.
on the picture of the burger, like it's on the burger, like ugh.
Yeah. It's like, man, I am fucking into that food shit. Like
Let's
that's
just let's just go back to clinical menu items that don't sound funny.
mm,
Can I get
I
the
agree.
generic chicken meal,
Well,
please?
everyone's trying to be too cool now, aren't they? Corporate, like, like this the language of it's not enough for it just to be, hey, it's a BLT. It's going to be like this saucy little beast is your friend, and it's going to enter your mouth, and it's going to have
Yeah.
bacon, a squeeze of lemon, and a fresh dash of exploding, colorful mayonnaise that's made in the anus of a whale.
Yeah, I reckon that's why people don't read books now, because they go to restaurants and they're like, I've already heard a couple of stories today.
Yeah,
Like I'm not going to read the Dark Emu tonight.
yeah. I won't be reading Mein Kampf tonight.
Yeah.
I've already read the story of the genocide of my Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, that farm to table narrative really nourished my story needs for today. Maybe I won't whip out the Kindle when I get home.
This goat was raised. This lamb was raised in a organic pasture and from the hinterlands of the Mount Tambourine area, where it befriended another goat, and they decided to build a socialist, fascist dictatorship and take over the means of production. With the side salad.
That's how long some of them go.
Some of them are bloody that long. I mean, it almost makes you wish for the ass buster.
Anytime I see a basic bitch go into Big Daddy Burgers, I'm just like, I write them off as a person.
As you
know
should.
what I mean? Some guy with a ponytail and an ass crusher gonna light a cigarette and have a Coke. No, it's like,
yeah, he's gonna get a bowel cancer scan, and they're gonna be like, "You've been eating too many ass crushers."
so what's your diet? Because like I love in the paper they have this thing, My Day on a Plate, where they interview like, you know, a celebrity or a yoga teacher on what they eat that day.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And they'll always, of course, be like the quinoa kind of radishes and fermented
Blah blah blah.
kaffa or whatever. But it'd be funny just to be like, yeah, I had 4 ass crushers, 2 liters of LA ice,
Yeah.
deep fried ice cream. Do you know what I mean? Just completely support it. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. And he's like, you know, they always have the picture, and they're like perfectly ripped and tanned, and he's like 4 ash crushers and a thick shake, followed by a Coke, and then the spicy butthole burning wings with extra hot sauce, guaranteed to fuck your rectum. I like the idea of like a super explicit restaurant that's like the cum guzzler slut burger. Get your cum fucking drenched face under this beauty. You know, like it's the same kind of language, but it's like, you know, butt plug wings. Stick them up your fucking ass. Stick them at your fucking ass like a butt plug.
Hardcore cum drizzled over your wings. Sriracha cum.
Big butt slut. Big butt slut. Buttermilk. Buttered chicken. Sluts fuck hard. This burger fucks twice as hard. Fuck yeah.
You won't need to fuck
special.
You've been fucked by this fucking chicken deluxe fuck.
Gaping anus? Fuck yeah, we got the answer for you. The gaping anus chicken burger. You want to
anal fries. Yeah.
You want a drag queen to stand on your balls? You want a drag queen to stand on your balls? You should try these onion rings.
They taste similar to that feeling. It actually maps the brain. It's the same
drag queen, drag queen ball, the drag queen ball crusher.
It's gluten free, but yeah, it's
it's vegan.
It's vegan. It's a vegan restaurant. That's fusion. That'll be what fusion means in the future. Like fusion will just be sex with burgers. Like you fuse sex with burgers. It gives you the feeling of being whacked off.
Yeah.
By a porn star and chicken.
Yeah, like, Fusion will be sensory things. So because we'll be bored of eating by then. Like like it went, you went and got a burger. Now it's like you get a burger and it's like an experience and there's a story and the burger's like charcoal from Himalayan salt. And then the next step will be like fusion. You sit in a chair and a dildo slowly goes up your asshole while you urinate into a bucket, and someone drops in chicken nuggets and you're like, oh, I'm feeling like it's more and more, you know?
That ties in nice because that is the opposite of the gratitude diary, or that is why the gratitude diary is required because of the sensory overload of modern life.
Right.
So that's like, that's the dopamine receptors going to their full natural conclusion.
Right.
It's like eating a chicken burger while getting a dildo like penetrated through the seat.
So, like, let me try and understand what you're trying to say here. Are you saying that because we live in such sensory, like we have a constant barrage of our senses, what we eat, our phones, entertainment is huge. We live these lives, even work. It's a constant bombardment of a sensory overload that we're not used to as humans in modern society. Yeah. And you're saying that is the reason we need a gratitude diary, because we're not meant to feel that?
Yeah. Or? I feel like you adapt to the pleasure of it all. So then you need more and more, but then eventually you burn out. And that's why people are writing gratitude diaries, because they're addicted to watching Netflix and eating like a Penang curry at the same time or whatever.
Right.
So like you're not like the hunter-gatherer brain's not like equipped to deal with watching like a prestige HBO TV show and eating a pad thai at the same time with like a Coke.
So you feel like we're left with this sort of unsatisfied. We're unsatisfied.
Yeah, it's like, well, I think you either go in two directions where you get unsatisfied eating the palak paneer matched
Mm.
with Game of Thrones or whatever. And so like then you escalate to getting penetrated by a dildo and eating like Kentucky fried chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Or you go to the gratitude. Do you know what I mean? You go to the gratitude diary to try and like there's
Well,
there's a
I
fork
can't.
in the road.
I
You
think.
either
I think.
escalate.
I feel what you're trying to say, but I think it's. I think maybe it could also be that we substitute all that stimulation, like to fill the missing thing in our lives of community and friendships and connections and whatever it is that we've lost in modern society that makes us feel good as humans. All these things, all these problems with mental health and stuff living in our society that's so narcissistic and disconnected, and as you know, it's all cliche to say, but whatever we're missing, and we do this, I do this, you fucking feel sad or you feel alone or whatever one night and you fucking eat burger in front of Netflix. And I guess the more alone and disconnected we feel, the more likely you're going to go to a restaurant that fingers your asshole while you eat.
It's sashimi.
Mm,
Yeah.
to get
Um.
maximum stimulation.